here, coming at you with another video. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 things that Nintendo could improve for the Nintendo Switch. So obviously this is a video response to RGT85, which is a response to a comment that I left on his Ask RGT85 series thread. And I decided that I would do my own list of top 5 things that Nintendo could improve on for the Switch. Now, I don't remember his list because the video came out like a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember everything that was said in the list. So I'm hoping that the things on my list aren't too similar to what was on his list, so I can bring some new ideas and unique thoughts to the table. The first thing that I can bring up really is the prices of everything. I feel like the prices for Nintendo Switch accessories is a little ridiculous, to be honest. A set of Joy-Cons, like these ones right here, cost about $80, and I'm just like, why? I feel like they're not spectacular enough to be $80. Especially when you compare it to the Pro Controller, which you can get at $70. It's absolutely crazy. Like, if you can get this, I'll be honest, amazing controller that fits so comfortably in your hand, which, I mean, to me, it's on par with the GameCube controller. If you can get this for $70, why do these cost $80? Like, I get that these kind of can function as 2 controllers, so it's like buying 2 controllers, but to me it's weird that they're sold this way, that they're sold like as, like, I don't know, like, I don't get it. And I think that kind of boggles my mind. It'll make sense if you just hear it like straight, but once you look into it, it's kind of like, how is this possible? Each Joy-Con is priced the exact same separately, $40, $40. Now, I know a lot of you are like, well, duh, I mean, they're Joy-Con, like, you know, they're priced the same, so, like, what's wrong with that? And to me, the issue is that there's completely different hardware inside each of these Joy-Cons, or I shouldn't say completely different hardware, but the right one is definitely different from the left one. For example, the right one has the NFC reader and the thumbstick, and it has the little sensor shit down here that no game except for 1-2-Switch uses. So, this has different hardware that, they both have HD rumble, but yeah, but it boasts all this new technology, the NFC reader, the sensor thing. Yet it's the same exact, like, price as this one. Why is that? Now, of course, it's obvious that it's like, oh, you know, they're the same price because, you know, they don't want to price the separate controllers differently, and that's completely fine. But if one's more powerful than the other, that means they've kind of overvalued probably the left one because it has less hardware and less stuff inside it. Which begs the question, why aren't these cheaper? Couldn't they both be $70 and then each one's $35 each or something like that? And then again, the Pro Controller is less than these, so I mean, obviously more people would buy these, which I guess is their main intention, maybe. But nevertheless, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Secondly, the online. I'm not going to talk much about it because I've already done that in this video. Make sure you go check it out. I'll put like the card at the end of the video in my little outro. But yeah, the online sucks, Nintendo. You gotta get that fixed up with the headset situation that completely blows. And just like, you know, you just gotta fix it up. I still don't understand why they don't just put like a headphone port at the bottom of the Pro Controller. I literally think that's all you have to do. Put a headphone port at the bottom of the Pro Controller. Yes, it would require people buying the Pro Controller to play online, but I really don't think anyone would be bothered by that because most people who have a Switch would get the Pro Controller anyways, but that's my personal opinion. But yeah, have a headphone jack in it and just use that. It's rumored that the Nintendo Switch isn't powerful enough to have its own online, like, hub in the system, which I think is complete bogus. I don't see how that's possible. I really don't. Even though the Wii U sucked at it, the Wii U kind of managed to do it, at least somewhat. Like, it sucked, but it still somewhat had that component of, like, voice chat, and, you know, it had it. Like, the Wii U had its own headset that you could hook into the controller, and guess what? I thought it worked pretty well whenever I used it. So as to why they can't do the same with this, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure why they just fucked up the online. I don't get it. I personally don't understand it. Next up, I would like to point out the eShop. The eShop, in my personal opinion, is a little bland. It's I don't know, Nintendo Switch is about being this new, rejuvenated Nintendo. is the eShop, in my opinion, is very bland. It's so orange and white. There's no creativity to it, and it's, I don't want to say unorganized, but it's not user friendly. I feel like if you want to like look for a game, like I think there's a search function, but I don't know. I just think the Nintendo eShop was kind of thrown together. I feel like it wasn't something that was heavily looked upon. It wasn't something that was heavily worked on. So I think the Nintendo eShop could use a lot of work. And I'm gonna add on to the eShop thing with Virtual Console. Virtual Console, I think, needs to come out sooner rather than later. I'd say by at least spring 2018. I want at least news of Virtual Console. Like, I'm gonna settle for just news. It's been too long. And especially if there's news about GameCube games on Virtual Console. I want to know, will I be able to play Luigi's Mansion on the Virtual Console? I want to be able to know that sooner rather than later. I mean, of course, it's not a deal breaker for me because the Switch has an amazing library so far, and it's going to have an amazing library throughout its life cycle. But I just want to know if I can play something like Luigi's Mansion, or Mario Sunshine, or Smash Bros. Melee on the go. That would be cool. Or at least N64 games, like Mario Party 2, or Mario 64, or something like that on the go. That would be awesome to know. Nintendo, that would be awesome to know. Get on that. So number 4 is kind of just a personal complaint. It's kind of something that really Nintendo isn't doing wrong, but it's something I kind of want to see go away a little bit. And this is going to ruffle some feathers. But I'm a little bit tired of the retro style games that are coming out. Now before I get yelled at, literally my last video was talking about how much I love retro games. I love retro games, but for the newest Nintendo console, for a console that's so fresh, so new, it's like, oh, I want to see what Nintendo puts out. You're getting like a bunch of 8-bit style games, 16-bit style games. And while it's cool and all to see the throwbacks, it's kind of like, I kind of want something new. And I'm talking about something like The Binding of Isaac, or even Bomberman R, or Super Bomberman R, where it's like, it's kind of got like updated graphics, but it's an older style game. I don't mean those. I mean literally 8-bit style games. Like, I want to see what the Nintendo Switch can do. I want to see stuff that it can handle. I want to see all that. And I get it, you know, they're indie games. They're not going to stop the indie market. But, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of, this is something Nintendo can't control. I understand that. But it's something that's kind of like, why? Like, you know, I don't get why retro gaming is such, I mean, I get the nostalgia factor's cool, but it's just something that I don't really care for. And I guess it's a personal preference, but, you know, I'd rather see some more, I don't want to say creative, but like, something with more work put into it. Something that really screams, this is a home console game that Nintendo needs. And speaking of which, that also applies to the mobile games. I watch a lot of 8-bit Eric's reviews on certain Switch games that are coming out. And there's a ridiculous amount of mobile ports to the Switch. And while it's cool and all, if I can play it on my phone, I don't need it on the Switch. Enough said, really, there. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'll give Nintendo credit for this one. This is something they're improving on. But I do want to see it expanded a little bit more. I do want to see more third party for Nintendo Switch. And now, I know I'm probably going to sound like a little bitch. Because, oh, well, I shouldn't swear because some ads don't like swearing. But anyways, I'm happy with how Nintendo's doing. Trust me, we're getting Skyrim. Ubisoft is making a Mario game, which is crazy to think. We're getting Rocket League. We got Minecraft. We're getting 2K. We're getting lots of third-party support, and I'm very happy with that. But granted, so did the Wii U with its first year. So I want to make sure that Nintendo keeps that. So that's why I'm going to advise a lot of people, even if you're really not that interested in the game, a third-party game, to probably buy it, because you want to see Nintendo's third-party support grow. And if something like Skyrim sells, Bethesda might put more on the Switch, like Fallout or something else. Like, you know, it could really help Nintendo. Even if you're personally not really that interested, it can help other gamers who want all those third parties on Nintendo. And this can even include stuff like Call of Duty, or, you know, just little stuff like that can go a long way. It really, really can. But like I said, Nintendo's doing pretty good with third party. I just want to see them continue. I just want to see them grow with third parties. Of course, they'll never be on the same league as Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, but it's still something that I want to see them improve, and it's still something that can happen with a little bit of work and a lot of work and some real hard developing. Damn it, Zach. Real hard developing from the third parties. So those are my top 5 things I want to see Nintendo improve for the Switch. Make sure you comment down below what you want to see Nintendo improve for the Switch. If anything, if you think Nintendo Switch is doing perfectly, let me know down in the comments. That's all I gotta say. Till next time, guys. See you in the next video.